My next guest is a dear friend who also happens to own one of my favorite gyms in Bellevue, Dynamix Fitness. I started going to some group classes there over a decade ago to support my friend, but I ended up staying for the culture, community, and results, all of which head coach and owner Scott Pratt brings to the table. So before you show me some moves, friend,
We'll get into that.
Tell me about Dynamix Fitness.
Yeah, so like she said, my name is Scott Pratt. I'm the owner of Dynamix Fitness. We are a 5,000 square foot strength and conditioning studio specialized in personal training, group training, and sports performance. The philosophy behind the gym has always been look good, feel good, but also move good.
Oh, and look at me moving good in that
right,
video, okay?
Yeah, a good quote I live by is you want to be an instrument, not an ornament. So you want to be the show and the go, not just the show.
Oh.
And like you said, too, a big part of our facility is the results, the community, and of course the culture as well. Yeah.
Absolutely, you're so good at that. And I want to talk about the importance too of strength and conditioning. Why is that so important?
Yeah, it's key. You know, there's some new studies have came out on markers of longevity. So we're talking VO2 max, which is your body's ability to use oxygen as fuel. And then we're also looking at grip strength, surprisingly, and muscle mass. So when you want to line up a type of fitness that will correlate with those markers, strength and conditioning are fantastic as far as maximizing those.
Yeah, and functional movement, why is that so important too? Because you might not actually be training what you want to, right?
Right, yeah. Functional movement, I feel like, is a buzzword a little bit. In my eyes and my team, we think of it as moving strong and mobile through multiple movement patterns. So typically strength trainers train in frontal plane, sagittal plane, but they neglect the transverse plane.
Oh.
We try to get all three of those.
Okay, and you're gonna show me some demos today for all of this and exactly what to focus on when building muscle. So what are we doing
Absolutely.
today?
Let's start with just a couple tips for you.
Okay.
Very easy movement. We're gonna do a bicep curl.
Okay.
We'll put 2 feet on center. The first tip I'm gonna give you guys when you're building strength, go ahead and keep curling. You're doing
I know,
great.
I'm gonna keep doing, this is my workout
So
for the day.
most new people, they focus on the concentric, but they neglect the eccentric, all right? So what you wanna think about doing when you're new to strength training is a 1 up, and then a 2 to 3 down a little bit faster.
Smooth,
and a
slower.
full stretch, yes, full stretch. There we go,
See,
1 up, 2 to 3 down.
I keep going because you're like, Kelly, you can lift heavier, you can do better. Okay.
Perfect.
Woo!
So now we'll set that bad boy down. We'll pick up the
what's
kettlebell
next?
here.
Thank you for not bringing a massive
Yeah.
kettlebell
Just a
today
light
for
one
me.
today. Safety first here. We'll turn a little bit so they can see your knees and your hips. Perfect.
Okay.
When people squat, there's 2 ways to do it. You could be more quad dominant or more glute dominant. I feel like a lot of people want to work on the glutes. So what I'm going to have Kelly do, instead of going straight down with the knees, I'm going to have her push her hips back and then bend those knees as she squats. Perfect, right there, and then come back up.
And is it your chest too? Are you supposed to be doing something with your chest?
You want neutral spine. So this is another good thing she's bringing up. A lot of people are scared to hinge when they're squatting or deadlifting. If you stay really tall and just bend your knees, you're actually putting a little bit more load on your back. So a perfectly good hinge and a flat back is what we're looking for. It's perfect.
Boom.
We'll set that guy down.
Okay.
Work through a deadlift here now. So she's gonna go a little bit wider base, kind of like a sumo deadlift. Same cue, I'm gonna have her push her knees out and sit her hips back as we drop into that sumo position.
Okay.
And then the cue I teach here, let's see how she was a little bit timid.
Yeah.
A lot of times people think about pulling the weight. What I want you to do, Kelly, is push the floor down, almost like you're pushing the earth away from you. Much better.
Okay.
What that does, it gets the tension in your legs and not your low back, so you're nice and safe there.
Ooh,
Perfect.
okay. And then you have a lunge, right? Or something we're doing?
We can do a lunge, yeah. So turn sideways is another one.
Yeah.
So they're all kind of similar tips here. But what tends to happen when we lunge is we stay really tall and we push the knee forward, which is fine for a quad exercise. What I'm gonna have you do is hold it in this hand.
Yeah.
Perfect. I'm gonna cue her to keep the kettlebell over her front foot. And then as you come down, almost like a sprinter, now you're utilizing more glute, more hamstring. So again, depending on what you wanna target, these little tweaks can shift which muscle you're working.
I'm feeling it in the glutes.
A few reps there. Yes, those are demos.
I know you're like, keep it going, Kelly. Talk to me too about why building a community is so important at the gym too.
You know, that's probably the biggest thing now that I've been training for 15 years or so is the result is the key. People come for the result, but you have to have consistency and longevity. So without the community aspect and the environment that we create, you will not receive the result.
Okay, and where can people find you? Bellevue, right?
Dynamixfitness.net, any of the socials. First class is free in any category, so hit us up.
Oh my gosh, you're the best. You know I love you.
Appreciate you so much for having me.
You know, I'm not sweating yet, but I'm getting there.